Message of love for those who worship a perfect and beautiful body. There are not few men and women who are trapped with this obsession and slavery. We all know that we live in a culture that worships and reveres enormously body aesthetics and, of course, the health of it. All who were born in the Western culture, which prevails today throughout the world, have learned from childhood to admire the beauty of bodies, their symmetry and shape, and all that is beautiful in them. Since youngsters, for many of us, the beauty of the body began to mean everything, of utmost importance. We grew up influenced and bombarded by television, cinema, and advertising, and from many teachings, among others, we learned to think wrongly, that is, that if we had a beautiful body, attractive and desirable, we would be happy and we would be loved. The truth is that behind this propaganda and our obsession with having a perfect and admirable body, there is not only our vanity, our envy and greed, but it's our ill and pathological need to be admired by others and by ourselves. True imprisonment and slavery is this obsession with having a beautiful and perfect body, with which we are all contaminated to a greater or lesser extent. Do not forget that the obsession with the perfect body involves bondage to food and diets, to sports and gym and beauty salons and wearing the perfect clothes and pills and more. The obsession with having a perfect body that's desirable to others goes further, as there have been many who have died on the operating tables for a liposuction or a facelift. Others have been killed by envy and jealousy that can be produced in the deceptive beauty of this world. Let's go even deeper into this, the obsession and the worship of the perfect human body, aesthetic and pleasing to the eyes, which is nothing new on this earth. Even without the internet and Hollywood, this has always existed. As many know, since the Greeks and even earlier, this cult was practiced nationwide, worshiping body perfection. Our intention is not to discuss in depth the historical causes of this phenomena, but that we consider what's disturbing and largely destructive to man in this cult of worshiping the body. We inherited from the Greeks and Romans this practice. Both the so-called bodybuilding, the beauty pageants, and modern modeling came from these cultures. In this ancient pagan worship, there are massively trapped today millions of men and women who are consuming diets, taking deadly drugs, fitness disciplines in which many have been killed and broken. The answer to know why we want to have a beautiful and desirable body is not arcane. It's quite simple. The truth is that we are empty and lonely, not externally, but within us. We are committed to this type of vice because we do not know the concept of what true beauty and true aesthetic is. That's the truth. We do not know what is true beauty and lovingness. We believe that with having a nice body, strong and healthy, we will be powerful and loved. We are wrong. Body worship is a horrendous slavery and servitude and a sealed prison. We are foolish and unwise to put first something as short-lived as a body and its transient beauty. This message is very simple, and it's aimed at those who are tired of being slaves to this. It is aimed at those who are tired of living for others, for their appearance. It is aimed at those who are tired of living, pretending, posing, and competing with others, generating envy and generating jealousy. We address all those who are tired of living between ecstasy and depression. Finally, we turn to those who want to be free and out of this jail and lousy gamble with health. We are more than a body. Perhaps we have already forgotten. We forget or we don't know that the beauty and strength is inside us, not outside. I understand we live in an idolatrous culture, of physical beauty, and it's not surprising that the world is empty of values as it is, so to say, full of supposed beauty, but empty of love. Listen carefully and with faith to these words. Charm is deceitful, and beauty is vain. For all that is in the world, the desire of the flesh, the desire of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not from the Father, but from the world. For those who have ears to hear, let them hear.